Hey everybody, it's January 23rd, 2013. My name's Dan Boul. I'm coming to you from my office in Los Angeles, California, on the eve of 2013 NAMM. So I'm going to do my show and head right down to the convention center and finish setting up. And I will start Facebooking pages of the booth and our setup and all this kind of stuff. Les Fenderson says, I saw the NAMM display on Facebook. Are you guys going to do a Rose Parade float next? Excuse me, itchy nose. Looks great. Thank you. I haven't seen it set up yet. I wasn't down there yesterday. I was here working. So when I get down there with my phone, I'll start Facebooking and tweeting pages, or pictures, excuse me. So unfortunately today, before the NAMM show, I have a cold. So I gotta fake it and get all my Ustreamer 728050 says, sup? What's up? Apparently, for those of you logging in just now, there's an issue with the login on Ustream. You have to refresh your page and then log back in, and you'll get your handle. Because now I'm seeing this Ustreamer dash and a number code. For some of you people, there's 4 or 5 guys that have refreshed. And it just says hi. Hi, whoever you are. We got a good crowd on already, though. This is great. It's very good. Hang on a second. Got to answer a text from my wife. Oops. Crud. Sorry. Only person I open my show for is my wife and kids. Testing. What's up, El Duderina? I can't see who you are. Kid Gloves, I can see you. Again, I think the issue we're having today is you have to, for some reason the login doesn't work, so you log out, refresh your page, and then do it again. That's Peter out there testing the new Redline Soho. If you hear guitar noise going on in the background. And Peter's heading down to NAMM here in a second. So where is a guy to watch a Soho Redline on TV? Well, probably next week. I can't show it to you now. My board's still not working, so I don't know what's going on. It's my fault. It's user error. I just don't know what it is. Just refresh the page after logging in, it says. Okay, so we'll get rolling. That will be at NAMM with us, and then there's going to be a surprise tomorrow on national television. You will see Peter playing it on TV. So it might not be down at NAMM until Friday. I can't tell you where. It's a surprise. It's a big surprise, and trust me, it'll be on all the news services on Friday. Ustreamer 345600 says, this is my actual name. Your parents must have really loved you. So anyway, what's going on at 65? Well, we released our new pricing. The feedback's been great on that. We've trimmed down our line a little bit. We'll still make those other models for you. We're just not encouraging dealers to stock them. Because they're the ones that just aren't selling that much anymore, because newer amps have sort of supplanted them. We'll still make a Monterey and a Stone Pony and all that stuff. We're just not going to stock them in stores anymore. So if you go to one of your stores and say, hey, I really want a Stone Pony, you can order it from us. But right now we're not going to stock it. And I'm going to show you our new foot. Well, let me show you that right now. This is the prototype for our new foot switch. Pretty swinging, huh? One of the biggest complaints I've had, and a lot of people have had, is that Our foot switches are shit. I mean, they're not very good. Excuse me, I have a cold. I might make some slips today. And I agree, there's just nothing to choose from. So we had some made for us, and you'll start getting these in the spring. And then we're going to release a line of pedals later in the spring also that are going to look like this. So this will be the housing. Ustreamer 915761 says, foot switch looks sweet. Just got here. What did I miss? Well, the big thing you missed is that Ustream is messing up again, and you need to refresh your page, and you'll get your handle back. Because right now you're showing up as Ustreamer dash and a number. We got a big crowd on. A lot of you guys are showing up like that. Yeah, and Peter's outside testing the Redline Soho, so if you hear some noise out there, that's him. We just kind of got it. We made some last minute tweaks yesterday, and it's baked now, so it's into production. It is in manufacturing. So, and you're going to dig it. It sounds good, and the price is a lot less than the Blue Line one. It sounds great though. Rob Ballas, hey, what's up? It was you. You were 915761 8675309. Tartan Special asks, is the Soho only Redline now? In dealers, you can go to a dealer and order a Blue Line Soho if you want. And then, yeah, Netcom asks, will you have a Redline HP Soho? We will. Not right away, though. We're going to do some more Redline stuff. The market's just changing, you know, so we need to change a little bit also. The Blue Line stuff is still what it is. And we still sell a lot of it. I mean, we've sold like $1 million of it. But we need to broaden our reach a little bit. The problem with a boutique amp company is you never really make any money unless you make a bigger play at some point. And then the money that we make from the Redline and then, you know, the eventual stuff we do after that will fund all the research on the Blue Line, so that's always going to trickle down. We can make the crazy stuff on the Blue Line and then translate that into different versions. Sort of like Mercedes does with their cars. You know, they design the S-Class, and then they take some technology out of the S-Class, put it in the E-Class, and put some in the C-Class. So we're trying to follow the Mercedes sort of mentality with that. And if we're going to stick around, I don't know if you've noticed, there's not very many boutique amp companies that have been around for more than 5 years right now. It's a very, very bloody market. Thank God, knock on wood, that we've done okay. But we got to be realistic about long-term business plans. So the Blue Line's never going away. Red Line's never going away. But we will do a third line with really, really high-quality PCB stuff. I don't think you've seen anything like this before. I have a prototype that we've already built. It sounds great. I just took a Ventura and put it on a PCB, and just to see what it sounds like, can't tell the difference. It's great. But I'm using a really heavy board and 4-ounce traces. It looks monstrous. It does not look like, you know, some of the other amps. We're not going to do them in China. That's the thing. We're doing them in the U.S. Here in Los Angeles, we're lucky because there's a huge aerospace industry here. So we can do, you know, military-grade printed circuit board stuff here cheap. You know, not as cheap as China, but definitely cheap. And, you know, the PCB is going to have like American transformers and Sozo caps, you know, like the whole thing. You want to vote on the third line name? Yeah, I'll do a poll here. What are our options? What are the three? Wait, green line, silver line, what else? What else would you like me to put up? Silver, copper, okay. Green line, like the PCB. Yeah, it's sort of a 21st century thing, isn't it? All right, I'll put up the poll right now. It's cool because when I do these polls, I get email results. It sends me the results. I can make a PCB any color. It doesn't matter. Platinum line. What else? White line, red, white, blue. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? How about star line for the stars? That's all the answers I can put. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Vote away. White line, yeah. White line's not bad. I don't mind. White line could be misconstrued, though. That's my concern. All right, here comes the votes. Green line is jumping out ahead. Oh, I misspelled platinum. Sorry. Typing too fast. Wow, green line's taking a big lead. Green logo. Yeah, the green would look good, actually. I think the green logo would look very cool. The only thing about white line concerns me is, you know, that could be misconstrued. There's always those like really uptight people who go, "You're making a drug reference." The 80s are over. We all survived the 80s. So, green line sounds like a new Toyota Prius. Netcom has a good question. It says, so the new PCB line also have machine wound transformers. Yeah, I mean, if I do it with hand wound transformers, it's going to be $2,000 or, you know, $1,500. There's no way to. We want to try to get it around $1,000. And the race is on, and here comes green line in the backstretch. Yeah, that's right. Well, it looks like green line is the clear winner so far. I'll leave the voting up for a while. You guys can keep voting while we're talking. I like green line. It's fine. I think it's good. These English guys are on here talking about the weather in Britain. I'm glad you could use this opportunity to chat about the weather, guys. That's very nice. You know what I'm saying? What about heartbreak? I don't know. You're coming, Ustreamer 467726. Refresh your window, and you'll get your handle. Thanks, Dan, for that note of sarcasm. Hey, if I can contribute to your weather conversation, I'm very I'm just kidding. You got to admit, though, that's an easy opportunity for me to kid you. I mean, and I only kid people I like. I mean it. I'm not offended at all. That's fine. I'm just making a joke. Just a joke. Speaking of jokes, how many of you guys saw my Johnny Depp joke on Facebook last night go crazy? That was a shitstorm I wasn't expecting. Kid Gloves, good question. Mesa is able to make tons of options because of PCB. Yeah, no, it's so much easier to put feature. I mean, like all of our Greenline amps are going to have reverb on them, and you know, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we can call it the Johnny Depp line. You guys got it. Rob Ballas says, I thought it was awesome. I bought it, though, to be honest. Oh, Johnny Depp at our party? Seriously? Okay. And, oh, it's snowing in Chester. Excellent. Yeah. But I don't know if you heard, I mean, Beyonce is going to come and do the Whole Lotta Love Helter Skelter mashup with Mike Campbell. So I'm not kidding about that either. I just burped on my show. Sorry. We're humans here, aren't we? Hi, Dan. Try again. Nope, you're still Ustreamer 731954. I don't know if she's going to lip sync or not. Can you fart? Yeah, I can. So you guys who are showing up as Ustreamer and a number, remember you need to refresh your browser for some reason and log back in, and you'll get your handle. What did it taste of? Yeah, or whatever it is. You guys, you log out, refresh or something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it could be the Keith line. Yeah, I read a story about the Beyonce thing. I think I should defend her for a second, because I've just seen the ugliest, hateful things about it. So every time they do an inauguration, every performer records their performance the night before. So like James Taylor did, Kelly Clarkson did, even the Marine Band recorded their performance. They were not playing. 4 years ago, Yo-Yo Ma was not actually playing. Because usually in DC, and here's why, and it makes perfect sense. Oh, Franz really doesn't understand. So apparently Beyonce lip-synced the national anthem at Obama's inauguration. And here's why. So they pre-record it the night before, because usually in Washington on Inauguration Day, the weather is awful. And they also always have, Rock and Roll Willie, you're here, all right. They have bad weather, and they often have technical problems because they set up on the steps, outdoors, and then there's like 200,000 people there. So things go wrong. So they always, for safety, record everything. So like even the Marine Band wasn't playing. When the Marine Band was playing the national anthem, that was a recording. So what happened, as I understand it, is that Kelly Clarkson sang, and then she walked off stage and told Beyonce, it's impossible to sing up there. You can't hear yourself. It's so cold that you can't breathe. Blah, 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 blah. And last minute, Beyonce got nervous because she wanted to be perfect and said, roll tape. And I don't blame her, to be honest with you. It's one thing to rehearse the national anthem, which is a 4-octave song, and then to get up and sing it at the inauguration when it's like 30 degrees outside. I would have done the same thing. And if anybody's going to lip sync, who's got better lips than Beyonce? I mean, come on. I'd sync those lips any time. But, you know what I'm saying. It's all good. Yeah, man. Kiki Palmer. Oh, R.J. Sanders, you have kids, don't you? Can we hear some of what Peter's playing on the show? I don't know. He had to run down to NAMM, so he was just finishing up on the Red Line Soho. We were just playing it again because we finished it last night. It's in production right now. I mean, they're making them. We just made one little tweak on the circuit, and he was just making sure we're still happy with it. I played it this morning. I love it. I think it sounds great. I mean, really good. Like, turned out, it's the same exact amp, only the transformers are machine wound. But because of that, we had to make a couple of tweaks to accommodate the machine wound transformers, because they act a little differently. They respond differently than hand wound ones do. And being the nerds that we are, we just tweaked and tweaked until we got it right. It sounds great. So anyway, so give Beyonce a break, huh? That woman could do no wrong in my book. But I saw things on Facebook last night where people are just ripping her to shreds. I think the only, James Taylor played and Kelly Clarkson sang. Everything else was on tape. So, whatever. You want to sing on the steps in front of 200,000 people in the cold? Sing a 4-octave song? Raise your hand if you can do that. If you can do that, then I'll shut my mouth. And now you're still coming across. Yeah, James Taylor pulled it off. But, you know, James Taylor sings really quiet. I saw him saying his hands barely moved. You know, it was so cold out there he could barely play guitar. What about Ken Scott? When's he coming back on the show? Soon. And Brian Kehue's coming back soon, too. I just got to get my studio set up here, which I apologize. You know, we moved in here and it's just been chaos. Good chaos, but chaos. And we're just getting ready for NAMM. Rob Ballard says, Dan, even though I've been on the show and heard the amp before, can you give a quick overview of the tone and character of the Soho? Absolutely. And come here, Arna, say hi. So, how many Norwegians are on here? We got a bunch here. There's Paul Ovenstad, Norwegian Slow-Mo. There's a few others. It's Arne Haas from Oslo, Norway. He's our European rock star dealer. And hey, see, there's all these Norwegians on here. Say something in Norwegian.
Oh, I thought it was a mute show.
Oh yeah, no, that's just me.
Okay. Hey guys, how's everything?
He's doing his best American accent. I'll have a Big Mac.
I'll have a Big Mac with extra cheese and no bacon.
There's more. I think this guy's in Sweden, though. I think he's one of your customers in Sweden.
Yeah.
Chell?
Okay, hands up for everybody that likes bacon. Bacon.
I love it. Oh, there's Peter Stroud.
Are y'all putting in a lunch order?
Yeah, exactly.
Bacon.
Hey, everybody, Peter Stroud.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Yeah, one Norwegian in Stockholm, so they're in here talking Viking talk now.
Yeah, bacon.
Viking time.
Yeah,
Bacon?
let's go to
Bacon.
Greenland and kill everybody and take the women.
That's like a plan. And
Yeah.
have some bacon along with it.
Yeah.
Women and bacon.
Yeah, I had bacon this morning.
Viking way.
Yeah, I had some veggie bacon.
You can only pillage now, though, because rape's against the law.
Hey, G. Fonza.
G. Fonzarelli is in England. We got all of Europe is very well represented on the show every time. And there's Rich Ross, our sales guy.
All right, it's a screen party.
It's the crew. Wait,
Hey,
get
you.
Yeah. You guys want to meet Joe Bourdet, who's one of our techs? You guys have heard us talk about Joe Bourdet all the time, but Joe, you see him on TV a lot. But yeah, there's Joe.
Hi. Hi, 65 amps world. I'm busy working. Get out of this.
Hey man, you know people are just gonna get the idea that we just do nothing but fuck around here. But no, these guys are all going to NAMM right now, and my office is right by the exit door, so they just came by to say hi.
Hello.
And so this is Rich Ross, who's our North American sales representative.
United
sales
States
manager.
and Canada.
And Rich is a rock and bass player. What was the name of the band you just left?
The Samples.
The Samples.
The Samples.
And,
He left.
And
Hey guys,
Hi, Peter.
get in with that guy. I want to take a picture.
yeah, put
of-
this on Facebook right now.
I will actually do that.
You can see what my, so here's a poll I put up about what we should name the future PCB line. So the green line wins by far.
Yeah.
Green line?
Yeah.
Like Greenland?
No.
What did you say about
Is this
Greenland?
a
Like the,
Greenland, I said, you know, I said you guys are speaking
Like that.
Norwegian here, so what they're really saying is let's go to Greenland and kill everybody and
the
take
green
all the
line's
women.
sort of like the subway, right?
Could be, like the tube in
Yeah.
London, the green line.
That's right.
Yeah.
It'd be the tube in London.
I lived off the
Speaking
green
of,
line.
hello from the UK. I see somebody. Hey there. How's it
Yeah,
going?
hey, all you different countries, shout out. Represent your
Hey.
countries. Let's see who's here. I know we got Norway and
Willie,
England and
hey.
Sweden.
Oh,
Type in your country or your state or your province.
UK.
Portugal.
Portugal.
Norway.
Yeah, that's Knut Sigurd. Hi Knut.
Knut Bega.
Yeah.
France. South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Wisconsin. New York. Netherlands. Hey!
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Wow.
this guy's a Delta pilot in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. We
Yeah.
spoke before.
Yeah, Northern California, Pennsylvania, Portugal. Man, this is great.
New York.
UK. I know there's a guy on here from Argentina too, but yeah, man, we're covering some ground here.
Anybody from
Deutschland.
Anybody
Right
from
on.
Arkansas?
Anyone? Oh, right. Is there anybody here from Arkansas? Really quick, because I have a joke to tell.
I was gonna say we promised
Scotland.
a joke.
We got Scotland. All right, Stockholm, Sweden.
Yeah,
A guy from
I'm seeing your
Deutschland.
pants. I'm seeing a great shot of Rich's pants.
Yeah.
Did you see my movie?
Yeah, that's right. Well, Joe, I need you to get back to work now, okay? Okay, so Nebraska originally. Why is it so hard to solve a redneck murder?
He's waiting for wides to come up on the screen.
Because the DNA is all the same and there's no dental records. I love it. Oh, Joe Gorfinkel got in on it. Yeah, man, so this is our NAMM crew, are a big part of it. And how many of you guys are going to be at NAMM this weekend?
Oopsie, stream dropping off.
Yeah, that's it's usually their internet connection.
Yeah, too much nice people out there.
Not ours.
Overloading.
No, we're fine, man. The internet here is unbelievable. Well, if you guys are coming, Peter is ending up playing Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Peter will be there Friday. So Rich and I will be in the booth. Arna's going to hopefully hang out in the booth and back me up a little bit with all the Europeans. Sit around, drink tea, and
Yeah.
Crumpets.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Just do my Norwegian.
We have a little coffee shop set up there.
Oh, really?
Tea? I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
Yeah, well-
the Dutch guys will bring the coffee shop. As soon as all the Dutch customers come in. I think Music Mess is up in the air right now. We were going to do it, and I think right now it's sort of a coin toss, so I'm not sure yet.
I'll be there.
But Dan will come over to Norway this
Yeah, are you coming?
spring.
Yeah, I'm going to Norway. I'm going to
Okay.
I'm going to do a clinic this spring.
I'll be there. Are you coming?
To Mesa?
Norway?
Yeah.
To Mesa?
No, Messa's in Germany.
Yeah, I know. I'm going.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're talking about Norway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought you meant
No,
at the
I
same
won't be
time.
Oh no.
Let's do that discussion later. I want to make an announcement to all the Norwegian or Scandinavian guys out there. We haven't set a date yet, but somewhere.
Arne and I are getting married.
Yeah, we're getting married. He just needs to shave his back first. It's so hard to spoon with him.
But it's
with
cold.
the
But it's
short
cold.
knife.
It's cold. It's cold in Scandinavia.
You're going there, dude.
I better head down to NAMM. Let's go.
Anyway, Dan is coming over this spring, and we're trying to set up a clinic or something.
Yeah, we're gonna do a clinic, and well, we can get Pedro over as well if he's not. You're on the road like all year though.
What are
aren't
you doing? March, April?
I was thinking May actually. 'cause-
May? So
Yeah.
I might be able to do it.
Are you playing in Europe this year?
Playing in Europe? Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Nothing
Okay.
set yet, but hopefully we'll be over there at some point.
Frank in Atlanta says, "Wow, that's a picture I can't get." Some things you just can't unsee, and that might be one of them.
What, the shaved back?
Yeah, me and Arne married.
Well-
Me being manscaped.
Well, I didn't finish my sentence.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Speak
ahead.
to
Yeah.
your Norwegian brothers.
Because
Say Norwegian, they'll get it.
The thing with the shaved back is it's Shark Night on Discovery Channel. Come on, best way to spend a night with a friend.
That's a good band name, Shaved Back.
Am I turning red on camera? That's funny. Arne is picky who he spoons with, Chell
Oh, yeah,
says.
yeah.
Yeah. New amp name. Oh, that is one. Shave my back.
Yeah, the spoon
Yeah,
line.
Manscaped.
There's your amp line.
Yeah.
The spoon line.
The spoon line. Stop it. Guys, stop teething me in front of everybody. Well, anyway, these guys are heading down to, there's something in Norwegian here. I'll pair up with Grene Kommissæren and get down to Oslo to meet you. Who's Grene Kommissæren?
Grensekommissaren.
Grensekommissæren.
Yeah, that's our military friend who watches the borders to Russia.
Oh, the Grenze. Yeah, the
Yeah,
border. Yeah,
yeah.
that's I know German, so that's close. Yeah, the Grenze.
That's not my pillow.
The Grenze commissioner. Hey, and here's Avi.
Hey.
We're doing the show. You want to say hi?
Me?
Yeah.
Camera?
Yeah, come on, Av.
I didn't.
We're all live.
All right, well, we'll show them. We'll show them our new brochure here.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Hey, look at this. So, off camera is Avi Elkis, who's our new partner, who is making all these great things happen. And he's coming in with our new brochures for boutique amp distribution. And you can see
I'm like
It's
Charlie
all
on
good.
Charlie's Angels. Like,
Yeah, that's right. Okay, angels.
That's right. Okay.
Get me a coffee. Hey, lady.
Or maybe Dr. No.
Hey, late. That's right. I'm Dr. No.
Yeah.
I'm Doctor. I have to get ready to damn.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going after the show. So.
See you guys. See y'all later.
All right, fellas. Thanks for dropping in.
One day when I shave.
You can close the door if you would. Hey, Arna, can you close the door, please?
No?
Okay, don't close the door, whatever you do.
Okay.
All right. So there you have it. NAMM craziness. So anyway, there you go. Did you guys see this picture on Facebook last night of Monster? I can't be a ventriloquist. But anyway, all right, I'm going to stop the poll now because it looks like the green line is by far the winner. So, what else do you want to know? Welcome to my world out here. It's crazy, huh? But we got a good bunch of guys. And we're all having fun. So eco-friendly. Well, it's not written yet. It's just the poll. You know what? I'll do the poll a few more times. We'll see if it carries through. A lot of times picking out an amp name. All right, overview of the Soho tone. Thank you, Rob. I forgot. We will have amp covers available this spring also with the embroidered logo on it and everything. So Rob Ballas asked, can you tell me about the Soho tone and the character? Well, the Soho runs on EL84s, but the circuit is really unique. It's our bump circuit. So what it is, it's an EF86 feeding a 12AX7 into a cathode follower. And with the bump off, you have a treble and bass tone stack. And with the bump on, you go over to our bump thing where we're bypassing the tone stack, but you still have control over it. I've noticed that a lot of amp companies now offer this tone stack bypass thing that we did 8 years ago. And I'm flattered by that. But we do it a little differently still. You have on the red line, instead of a 6-way switch to control the bump level, now it's a pot. And then you have a tone control for when you're in the bump, so you can get it where it matches depending on your guitar. So the sound of it in the clean side is really nice and big, open, clean sound. Not that overly mid-range EL84 characteristic. It's very sparkly, really, really sparkly and pleasantly bright. You know, very nice high end on it because of that EF86. Does wonderful treble. And then when you kick over to the bump, it really sounds like a good old AC15. Not the new ones they make now. Those don't sound anything like old AC15s. So I own a 63 AC15, and that was sort of the reference point for that. It sounds incredible. So it's 18 watts. It has our master voltage on it also, and it also has a global boost. And so you can make it so the clean side is kind of dirty if you want, and then when you go to the bump, it gets really dirty. Or if you turn the global boost down, the clean side's clean, and the bump is just a nice grindy rhythm sound, depending on where your volume knob is, you know, of course. So it's been one of our most popular amps. It's still extremely popular with touring pros and in studios. But since we released Little Elvis and the London Pro, the sales of those have kind of gone down. So we're going to move it to the red line, and it knocks almost $1,000 off the price. And it sounds great. It's the exact same amp as our blue line one, except for the transformers. And Kid Gloves says, can you do a low volt high current with machine wound transformers? Yes, I can. And on the red line Soho, we've dropped the voltage and upped the current. Not dramatically, not like the producer. But we have dropped the voltage on it about, I think, 40, 50 volts. And then the current's gone up about 30%. What's the price on the red line Soho? I got to look it up on the website here really quick. And I think the head is $18.95. But let me double check. And we're really thrilled with it. It turned out better than I would have guessed. Let me look on the website, go to Amps and Cabs, and Soho. New for the red line in 2013. Yeah, the head is $18.95. We don't have the combo ready yet. That'll be later in the spring. But yeah, $18.95, whereas the blue line Soho was $27.95 or $28.95. So it's cool. It's, you know, and honestly, it's still made as well or better than any boutique amp on the market. It just has machine wound trannies on it. And it won't have the vents on the cabinet. The cabinet's a little simpler. Rock and Roll Willie, yes. Yeah, there's a little more gain shell with the machine wound transformers. Rock and Roll Willie says, so the Monterey is and was almost the same amp as the Soho, just 6v6s. Yeah, the transformers were different, and we made circuit changes to bring out the best of 6v6s, but it's the same basic amp. It's not a, we don't just put 6v6s in a Soho and call it a Monterey. There are changes, but it's roughly the same thing. Peter Donkers, hey, all right. Yeah, the prices are a lot friendlier now, and we're very excited about it. The response has been great. I mean, to tell a family secret, I've already booked a couple $100,000 in business before NAMM starts tomorrow. So it's looking good. So fingers crossed. Our production facilities are just way better here. I mean, way better. Our delivery times are going to be a fraction of what they were before. The prices are down, and if you're a dealer, if you have decent credit, decent, not even great, decent credit will give you terms. So I know, like, you know, a lot of you, yeah, we'll still do the blue line Soho if you order it. It's just expensive, you know, it's like $2,700. But if you're a dealer who's been frustrated waiting a long time for amps from us because we're always back ordered, first off, I apologize. It was unavoidable, but that's kind of gone now. We're trying to get the delivery times down to a few weeks. And we have the resources here to do it. We got the manpower, we got all the parts, we have everything we need. So it should be great. It should be really, really good. So we're very, very excited. And we're having a lot of fun. Our new partners here at Boutique Amps Distribution are just stellar, absolutely stellar. I couldn't be more pleased. And I'm trying not to be a geek, but I'm just so glad we did this deal. We might do a red line Monterey in the future. I haven't spec'd the transformers yet. That's the problem. Kid Glove says, some high-end amps don't even do 16 ohms. Are they cheating with their transformers? Cheating might be a strong word. But amps sound better on the higher taps. You know, and guys that are cheating will tell you myths like, oh, it's louder on the 4 ohm setting. No, it's not. 4 ohms versus 16 ohms is like having 4 feathers in your hand versus 16 feathers. You know, if it was 4 ohms and 16K, yeah, that would be different. Fanboy, is that Doug? That would make a difference. The difference between 4 ohms and 8 ohms and 16 ohms is just absolutely nothing other than at 16 ohms you're using the whole transformer. At 8 ohms you're using like 2/3 of it, and at 4 ohms you're using half of it. So you're cutting off high-end frequency response, and then you're cutting out the detail. And if your amp is misbehaving, it sounds better on the lower tap. Hey, Doug, I think you got to refresh or something to get your handle back. Yeah, Doug was part of my Johnny Depp joke that went awry. So I started getting calls from like ABC and Extra and local television stations and emails from magazines. And I'm like, no, it was a joke. Why would Johnny Depp come to our party? So forget that. However, Beyonce is going to come on and do the Led Zeppelin Beatles thing, A Whole Lot of Love and Helter Skelter mashup. Les Fender says, do you think anyone will publish decibel ratings for the amps? I don't know. It kind of depends on where you hold the meter, you know, but it's not a very accurate science. I mean, I can tell you what ours do. I mean, our London you can get it up to about 120 decibels, and it's only 18 watts. If you hold the meter right in the speaker. Depends on where you are, you know. But I think with the producer we got 123, something like that, which is twice as loud. You know, every 3 dB is twice as loud. So no, every tranny can do 16 ohms. This is the nature of an output transformer. It can do 16 ohms. Whether they put the lead on it to do that or not is another question. But the more higher up you go in the resistance, the better it sounds, because you're using more windings. I guess you could wind one to only do 8 ohms, but it's got like 2/3 the wire on it. You can save money that way, I guess, by not putting much wire on your transformer. You can save $10 or something. $5, really. Which I could see people doing that. But 16 ohms is the full wind, all the way up the stack. I don't know. I've never actually had the conversation. Just I know every transformer sounds better on the higher taps. So, you know, Fender used to do that back in the old days, but it wasn't for any other reason than they got a good deal on speakers. You know, like Leo was notoriously economical, and he bought things in huge bulk. So if some Jensen or Utah or whoever came to him and said, "I'll sell you every 8 ohm speaker I got for half price," he'd go, "Okay, cool, I'll take them." And so they had to make it work sometimes. But, you know, even with I don't know of any high-end transformer company that's known for doing 4 ohms. I know they'll all put a 4 ohm tap on if you request it, but Mercury is all 16, unless you request a special version. But what was I saying? Anyway, oh, a high-end amp company. Oh, yeah. That's their personal choice. I know who you're talking about. And even the amps that they copied were all 16 ohms. Vox never made an 8 ohm amp. Ever. All British amps are 16 ohms. And the Brits are famous for using good transformers, and that's why. The Brits kind of approached amp design more from a hi-fi sort of perspective. But yeah, Vox never made anything but a 16 ohm amp. Same with Marshall. Every Marshall's the old ones, the real Marshalls, not the new ones. Well, Fender, I was just talking about that. Fender, Leo would just buy whatever he could buy. So, yeah, you can get 2 ohms. With a 410, it's kind of hard to get 16 ohms, but you need, I forget what his big. He was infamous for being a very economical guy, and if Jensen wasn't selling their 4 ohm speakers or 8 ohm speakers, he'd go in there and buy them for half price, and that's what the amps had for a few years. Yeah, Basements and Super Reverbs are only 2 ohms. That's right. They're great amps. They're great amps. One of the big upgrades Mercury does is they'll sell you that transformer with a 16 ohm tap on it, and it sounds a lot better. So you got to rewire your cabinet. Nick S says, when you talk about transformers, you talking about the power or the sound signal? No, I'm talking about output transformers. Output transformers. That's what you're listening to, is an output transformer. So if you got a cheap output transformer in your amp, you got a cheap amp. Doesn't matter what you do. You can't get around a bad output transformer. But yeah, if you guys have any old Fenders, go get the Mercury replacement that has the 16 ohm tap on it. Rewire your cabinet. Like 2 8 ohm speakers in parallel is 4 ohms, but 2 8 ohm speakers in series is 16. And boy, you'll be surprised at how good it sounds. It sounds great. So anyway, that's what's going on. But anyway, life is good. With the new Fender Bandmaster is too, I don't know. I do not know anything about Fender amps other than I like them. You know, you can overload a transformer, it's fine, you just can't underload a transformer. Carl Verheyen put Mercury transformers on a Vox AC4 and it was night and day. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Transformers are it, man. I'm telling you, you're listening to an output transformer. So there's no way if somebody's using cheap output transformer, then it's a cheap amp. It's also the most expensive part in the amp, not coincidentally. The transformers that we use on our Blue Line stuff cost more than the entire set does for a machine wound. Peter Donkers asks, is the input transformer less critical? A little bit. You know, the power transformer is what you're talking about. The power transformer is what's feeding the amp. So if you have a cheap power transformer, it's just going to poop on you. There's a big amp company here in the U.S. I can't say their name because I'm going to say something negative. But you know how they go. You go down the E string and go blah, 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 bloop, 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 bloop. That is an underrated power transformer. Nick S. says the output transformer works between the amplification circuit and the speaker to step up voltage. Yeah, it's converting that, it's transforming that signal into a bigger signal that pushes the speakers. So that's why it's a transformer. It transforms the signal. Like a power transformer will transform, here in the US, it'll transform 120 volts into whatever you need for the tubes, 400, 300, 500, blah, 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 blah. Chelsea asked, I mean, it's okay to put a 16 ohm load on an 8 ohm tranny, but not vice versa, right? That's correct. You'll get a little bit more distortion if you overload the transformer. If you underload it, your tubes are going to run really hot and the output transformer will probably melt after a while. But you can overload it, it's fine. So, yeah, it's all good. So guys, I have to quit here in about 5 minutes because I have to go to NAMM. NAMM, 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 for all you Monty Python fans. Any other questions before we go? So the power transformer is taking care of stability. Yeah, somewhat. I mean, it's the air that the amp is breathing. So if it doesn't have enough air, or it has dirty air, then the amp's not going to perform correctly. It'll still work, you know. Yeah, it sounds backwards. Overloaded and it's fine. Underloaded, it's effed. Yeah, it's counterintuitive, isn't it? You're right, Mr. Fonzarelli. That's the way it is. Well, you overloaded the tubes to have more work to do. You know, the tubes are expecting an 8 ohm. I mean, the transformer is expecting, not tubes. The transformer is expecting an 8 ohm load and it gets a 16 ohm load, so it just has to work a little harder and you get a little more saturation. Sell like hell at NAMM. Thank you, Chell. We will. We're off to a roaring start. Roaring start. Can the Apollo speaker only do 8 ohms? Yeah, with bass transformers it's different. This is with guitars. With bass transformers, it's not that important. I think you'll do very well, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah. Good luck at NAMM. Hope it goes well. If you see Steve Gray, persuade him to stock more 65. I think Steve's back on board. We are meeting with Steve this week. So, you know. So, when is the swag? Oh, yeah, we'll have swag soon. Good hunting. See you there. Oh, yeah, come on by, Joe. Thank you, guys. If this week has been any indication, this is going to be a mind-blowingly good NAMM. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. We are making a step. It's 65 amps 2.0. Well, why don't you guys, can you guys all write a note to Steve at Guitar and tell him that? You know, if I tell him that, he's going to go, yeah, sure. Why don't you guys tell him that? You know, you do that, and that'll help us. No, we won't have the pedals at NAMM, but we'll have them out this spring. So, and here's the new, if you guys didn't see it, here's our new pedal housing. And for our foot switch. It'll be painted. This is just the prototype. Pretty sweet, huh? These vents aren't even glued on. I have to hold them. They actually come off right now. So. Pretty cool, huh? Let me do it without my fingers on it and get a little better view of it. Pretty sweet, huh?
Oh, it's still going on?
Yeah, I'll be done in like 2 minutes.
Cut it off.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. It's all good. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, it'll be painted. It's going to be black and tan like our amps. So, this is just the prototype. Pretty sweet. We'll have a dual button and a single button, and then our pedals will come in this box too. Rock and Roll Willie. Well, you know, Rock and Roll Willie, I'd love to have you there. The only way you can get in is with a pass, and honestly, the party is mostly for our dealers and customers. If you can somehow find me and I have a pass, it's okay. I don't know how we're going to hook up otherwise. Hi, boss. Sorry for being late. Who's that? Ustreamer 263926. I don't know who that is. For those of you logging in late, you have to refresh your window and log back in, then you get your handle back. So I don't know why it's messed up, but it's messed up. So yeah, 2-minute warning here, guys. Any last questions? Anything else I can do for you? Yeah? No? Going once? Going twice? Rock on it, NAMM. Thank you. Have a good NAMM. Make some videos. I will. I'll be posting lots of videos from NAMM and pictures and all that kind of stuff. If I have good Wi-Fi there, I'll try to broadcast. And even if you can't watch it, it'll go up to Ustream. I think I can broadcast, record it to my phone or my iPad, and then upload it to Ustream later. So I'll try to do a lot of both. Anyway, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. You guys, it's been a really hard year for us. And I know a lot of you guys know that. And we've struggled, and things are turned around dramatically. So I'm very excited about 2013. And I'll be able to offer you the same high quality products at a better price and provide better service. So also going to free me up to design more stuff now. So life is really good. It's really good. So thank you, fellas. I do sincerely appreciate you. And I'll talk to you real soon. So have fun and take care. Bye-bye.